Which one is better, silicone and the advantages and disadvantages versus plumber's putty and the advantages and disadvantages of both? So before we go any further, let's break it down. The reason I decided to do this video was of a short that I made a few years back that got 2.5 million views and over 900 comments. So the first thing I'm going to do is try to remove this sink drain that was silicone, because a big argument is once you have a silicone sink drain, it's very difficult to get it out. And you can see I'm trying to pry it, and what I actually did was I dented my own basket strainer. So silicone holds very tightly. Now what I ended up doing was pulling it from the underside, and I was a little concerned about the undermount of the kitchen sink while doing that. So be very careful removing these. Now you can see the old silicone is stuck to the stainless very well. I actually use a 25mm Olfa blade that I just snapped off to try and get the silicone off. So is silicone hard to remove compared to plumber's putty? 100%. It's a bit of a pain. You see I have a scrub daddy here to try and get the smaller bits. The bigger ones aren't as bad, but it's getting those small little pieces off. And what I didn't show in this video is actually removing the silicone from the actual basket strainer itself is much more difficult than getting it off the sink. So if this is something you have to do, you might even want to think about just getting a new basket strainer. Now in this video, we're going to do one side with plumber's putty and I'll do one side with silicone. Now this is Odie brand plumber's putty. On stainless steel sinks, this is perfectly fine to use. However, if you're doing a Blanco sink or a Sil granite sink, you're going to want to make sure that you use a stain resistant or stain proof, whatever they call it, plumber's putty. The oils can wreck the Sil granite. So what I do first is I just make a little worm out of it, because what you're going to want to do is push all that air. You don't want an air pocket in there, and then you just kind of make your own gasket out of it. You can see this is sped up a bit, but essentially you want to make your own gasket and just work it around the edge of the basket strainer like this. Now a quick tip, when you set the basket strainer down, it should sit up slightly. If your basket strainer sits straight down to the stainless steel sink, then it's not high enough. You don't have enough on it. And always check the underside to ensure that you do have a seal before even tightening it. So what I'll do is I'll get this on and I'll just give it a quick snug so I can change camera angles so that you can see how plumber's putty should come out, because you do want it to come out 180 degrees, I guess I'll say. Either way, all around the basket strainer. So you can see I'm tightening it from underneath right now. And watch as it squishes all the way around. It'd be 360 degrees. I don't know why I said 180. And then it's just as simple as pulling the excess off. Now I went a little thin on that. I do like to use a little bit more plumber's putty, but I do know that it wrapped all the way around. So I will be fine. Now that we've got that drain set, the next thing we'll do is silicone. Now make sure you use 100% silicone. Now I shouldn't have to say this, but I have seen it before. This is DAP. This is not silicone. And again, the only reason I say it is because I've seen people use it. It's water soluble. So when I silicone basket strainers, what I like to do is apply the bead where you can see here. I don't put it on the underside of the basket strainer because it will naturally squish out. And what you do not want to do is have that silicone all over your kitchen sink, because silicone will stain stainless steel. Yes, that doesn't make sense, but silicone will stain stainless steel. So when I put the basket strainer in using silicone, I actually will give it just a little bit of a firm press down. Not hard, just enough to get that silicone set. And what I always do is go underneath, check the underside, make sure you've got a good seal before you do anything. So the next thing you'll do is the same as the plumber's putty. just lock it in place, and I'll give it a quick snug again, and I'll change camera angles so you can see the underside. Now again on this one, I went a little light on the silicone, but again, you do have to be very careful with silicone on stainless steel. I've seen stainless steel sinks that have to be thrown out because someone used too much silicone and basically ruined the stainless steel sink. So give it a quick wipe up. Windex is a good product to use too. So now I'll just install the drain assembly, and please feel free to leave us comments. I know in the other video there was lots of opinions, and we'd like to hear them. Thanks for watching.